I'm Brandy Chastain, and you are watching Bay Area Sports Wrap.
Yeah, Kayla, how would you describe this game for you?
Well, first off, it is so special to get our first home win. I think we were all very disappointed not to get the win last home game. Working really hard, sometimes letting up goals in the last few minutes of the game, it's heartbreaking. So to get the win at home is so special. I mean, the crowd, the fans are truly the 12th man out there. Like, during the 90th minute, we heard them just screaming and shouting, Bay FC, Bay FC, and I just want to say, like, they're so special, and it means the world to us, and it really does inspire us and motivate us. So we're so appreciative of that. And then to get my first goal in this jersey, it's pretty special. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of don't have words for it. I mean, just we've been practicing set pieces over and over, and we're itching to get a goal and to get 2 goals off set pieces. It's just a relief, and I just couldn't do it without my teammates and Emily getting the ball back, center back connection. There's sometimes nothing sweeter than that. So.
Yeah, for both of you, how would you kind of describe the style of play that you guys have shown in these first 4 games?
Yeah, I think obviously you can tell that we're very possession-based, but we want to make sure that it's not like a boring possession. We look to attack when the moment's right, and so I think it's just making sure that we're composed, that we're patient, but that when we come, we're going to come and we're going to be pretty hard to defend. And when you've got attackers like we do, I think you want them on the ball as much as possible. So I would say possession-oriented, but like we're looking to come at you too. So a little bit of both.
Yeah, I think every single game has gotten better too. It's not an easy style of play, especially in the NWSL when games can be very physical, can be very transitional. And you saw it a little bit today. Like we had that also, but it's just we're adding that to our repertoire. Like we have multiple threats, and that's something that makes us really hard to defend, and no one can really know what we're going to do because we can play it long. This game we had more direct on the left side, but we were playing on the right side. Like we're just so versatile, and that's going to help us in the long run. And again, it's just getting better every single day, every single practice. We're still getting very familiar with each other and building those relationships. And it's been good.
Congratulations both.
Thanks.
How do you guys overcome challenges, especially for this game, to get together, be positive, and have this victory? Thank you.
I think just especially after the last few games when we go down in the final minutes, I think that's something that we've been we need to find it within ourselves. We have to play with heart. We need to play with passion at the end, like not lose focus, and I think we showcased that today. I think many times after the goals, we're getting together, we're screaming at each other, like, we can do this. Like, we have to stay disciplined. We have to stay determined to just keep the ball out of the net. And today we did at the end, and it came and went in our favor. But still, we would like to get a shutout again, like our first game. So we have things to, fasten up a little bit moving forward. Yeah.
Alex, Alex, it's obviously been kind of a wild first month for you in that regard, to go from captain to not playing. What was the feeling like when that ball goes in from 25 feet out, as you've kind of looked at this whole month so far with Bayes?
With her lefty too.
Yeah, I mean, obviously everything went down the way it did, but I'm just happy to be here with my team. I couldn't go through it without my team. They're amazing, and so I'm very grateful that I got my first goal with this logo, with this organization, and so everyone has been super supportive, including ownership, throughout this whole month, and so I'm just really grateful to be here and to be playing.
And I gotta say, those teammates, if you saw after every goal, the celebrations we got is just so much positivity, so much energy. Everyone's involved, and it's just really special here. We're building a really important and unique culture, and we really just have each other's backs and want the best for each other. So I think it's special. We see it. We're working on it continuously, and we hope the fans see it too out there.
Jeffrey Bobbin of Sports. First up, congratulations. How big was the week off for y'all last week in a sense, and did for a sense to reflect on these first 3 matches, especially with how the last 2 going in kind of ended, and how much did you guys take into this week?
Yeah, I think the week, anytime we can get some time off, I think the season is so long, so if we can get 1 or 2 consecutive days off, just to relax mentally and like fully check out and then get back into it, I think this week, coming off of that week off, we had an amazing week. Like, in training, if you talk to Albertine, anybody that was out at training, just the energy, the livelihood, the joy that we were finding. It did help that the weather was super nice and sunny, and so this week of preparation coming off of that week was just incredible, and played a very big role in how we succeeded tonight.
And sometimes, after those back-to-back losses, like, you do need a few days just to mentally, like, you need a break, just because we're a new club. We want to also just build something special, but when you start off in the way that we have, it's kind of good to like, okay, take a breather, scratch it. That's behind us. We're just 3 games in. In this 4th game, we can still, there's so much left in season that we can turn around. And so that was our mindset. And it comes from our staff, the coaching staff, like trying to relay that message to us, and we have to ingrain that internally. And I think we did that. And like Alex said, we just played good football and we had smiles on our faces this past week. So having the breather for our legs, but then also mentally was just really good for us, and you saw it today.
Ladies, Marguerite College, Bay Area Sports Rock. First of all, congratulations on this first home victory for you guys. When they get that equalizer late again, is the thoughts coming back like, oh no, here we go again? Or are you guys still confident that you're going to come away with at least a win or some kind of point in this game?
Yeah, I think no matter what, when you take a goal, you're always going to be a little down in the moment. But our team's mentality coming into this game was like, we may go down, but we're going to find a way to get back. And so when we experienced that, I remember us just coming in a huddle and we were like, we're gonna effing like go at them. Like this is not happening again. Like it's just that mentality, and this team is so driven and motivated to put on a show for not only the league and our fans, but ourselves, and just to prove it to ourselves. And I think that's exactly what happened tonight.
Alex, how much are you enjoying playing the 6 when you have so many attacking options around you?
Yeah, honestly, I'm so happy to be there. I started out my professional career at center back, and so I'm just really happy to be back in the position I'm most comfortable in. And when you have such good defenders around you, attackers, midfielders, it makes my job a lot easier when my teammates are as good as they are.
For both of you guys, just like since the first game, how do you think you guys have evolved on the field? Like obviously chemistry takes a minute, but you've had a few games now. Like how do you feel like, and specifically, you guys have evolved since game 1?
I think game 1, LA, a lot of nerves, but also LA is almost, I would say, one of the hardest stadiums to be playing in an away game. So to start off the bat that way, it was going to be difficult. We knew it. To get that win, like it was just a gritty, determined win with the team. We played some good football in the first half, but again, I really think the football's just gotten so much better throughout. I think we're connecting more on the field. We're having more confidence, I would say, too. Every single game, where everyone on the field is comfortable on the ball and confident on the ball, and that's what we need to succeed. So I would say that, and also just, I think also just the passion and the heart that we are playing with is getting better every single game. And like you said, and we went down again, we're all in the huddle, we're locking eyes, like, come on, I got your back, you can do this. Like, we're not going to go down again, we're not losing, it's our home field, we want to get the win so badly, and we all just internalized that.
Yeah.
Alex, I'm an SFA. Kayla, can you just, for those of us who maybe understand that it's never fun to give up an own goal, but to be able to get a goal, can you kind of describe the emotional roller coaster of a game is when one goes in on your net off of you, but you can put one back in the other net in that way?
I just want to do anything that on the field that I can to help the team. So obviously when that happens, it's rough. I don't even know really what happened. Alyssa did a great job tracking back. It was just unfortunate that it ricocheted off me. But in that moment, just internalizing it for a second, just be like, all right, there's nothing I could do. Scratch it off, like go off your shoulder and just do what I can moving forward in a positive way. Okay, now what's my role with the team? How can I help the team? So today it was getting a goal and helping them in any way. So and everyone was supportive of me on the field, and just like it happens. Things happen. There was a ton of own goals, I think, also this weekend. So it's soccer, it's a crazy game, it happens, but just not taking it too harshly and just like moving forward. And I think that's what I was able to do because of the teammates around me.
Yeah, and I want to add to that. I think own goals happen so often, like it's part of the game. So it speaks to her character and her value as a player that she was able to not let that go into her head and shut down. Like she came out of that and scored a goal for us and came up huge. And so you can focus on the own goal or you can focus on the goal that she scored, and we're going to focus on the goal that she scored.
I was also going to say, Alex, is that now maybe the challenge if the worst happens and someone else scores an own goal, said, hey, Kayla went and scored one after giving up one. Time for you to go do that too.
Yeah, either way, I'm like, if an own goal happens, like, honestly, like, it happens. It's not something that we're like, shame on you. Like, it's
Yeah.
It's soccer. It's gonna happen. It's part
But it's
of
also,
the game.
maybe it's not a goal. Not everyone can get that one back even if they want to.
Yeah.
Maybe it's assisting. Maybe it's blowing up a tackle, just motivating the team in any way, being vocal on the field, being a leader. Like, there's so many different ways that you can bounce back from something like that. And I think that we have so many different personalities and people on the field that everyone's going to probably do that differently if they have an own goal. Hopefully that doesn't happen the rest of the season. Hopefully that's the only one. Yeah. But, yeah.
Obviously, there's a lot of pressure coming off of a win like that, first win here at PayPal Park. What do you need to do going forward to make sure that, even though that pressure's gone, you still play that tenacity that you guys had tonight?
Yeah, I think it's just day in and day out at training, just the mentality, and that starts from our coaching staff. Like, they've instilled a very tenacious, determined. Is that a word? Determined? Determined?
Too many headers. Too many times of headers today.
Going up against Bethany Belser, I'm just like, woo. But just they've instilled a very determined mindset, and one that, when no matter what happens, like, we're going to go out and we're going to do our very best. And so I think that's just that's our mindset every day going into training, and so it reflects on game day, which is nice.
And in addition to that, I would say everyone on the team, the club, the staff, we have a growth mindset, and that's kind of what you were talking about. And in games like today, learning. So I think the coaches did a great job with their decision to sub and put in Jen Beatty, who did great. She had some really insane headers that helped us, and making those decisions that really can solidify the team, solidify the win in any way possible. So that was a great shout. We had to rotate a little bit our positioning and our formation too at the end because we wanted to keep that win. So I think that was a great job on the coaches aspect, and that's something that the players are learning, but also the whole staff and as a team. And so trying to find the right players to on actual game day to see what we can do, and I just think that was a good job that they did.
Congrats, guys. Speaking of coaching, how would you guys describe Coach Montoya's coaching style with you guys personally, and also as a coach taking on a new club especially, how would you say that's different?
The first word that comes to my mind is just like energetic.
Yes,
like,
okay.
He is just so like buzzing all the time. Like, no matter what, he is always positive with us, tries to speak to us like in the most professional way. I think he inspires us to want just only good things for this organization. I think our ownership and everyone involved, the idea that they have for this organization going forward is amazing, and so we're just all here to do our part. And yeah, I think he does such a good job with bringing us all together and inspiring us. So I mean, that's my experience with him.
No, absolutely. I mean, I think if you talk to anyone on the team, they're going to feel the same way. Mm-hmm. I think AFC is doing it right, from front office to staff to coaching staff to the players. I think everyone, they did such a great job, bringing in talented soccer players, but not only that, they brought in good humans, good people who have a growth mindset, who want to learn, who want to play a different type of soccer that you don't normally see in the NWSL. I think Albertine just does amazing job, like you said, always bringing the energy, so positive, but like also making sure we're always working so hard. Like, we're working for the person next to you and right of you. Like, doesn't matter if you're seeing the field on game day. Like, we all have each other's backs, and he really encourages us, one, to have confidence on the ball, because that's what you need to do to play our possession style game, but also just to make mistakes. Like, it's okay to make mistakes on the field, but as long as you bounce back, and that's how you learn. And I think we've all taken that in, and with good stride.
Thank you.
This is A's TV announcer Chris Carey for Bay Area Sports Wrap. Please give us a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.